Hello students, hope you all are healthy and fine, enjoying at home. So let's start the syllabus, rather continue with the chapter 5 that we have started before the holidays. And today we are going to start with the curved mirror. In the previous chapters we have studied what is refraction, and today we are going to come back to reflection, that is the curved mirror. Now see, the mirror that we use at home are plane mirror. Why? Because their reflecting surfaces are plane. But today we are going to talk about the mirrors that you must have seen on the vehicles to see the rear view. Okay, that is a convex mirror. So the type of mirror that we are going to discuss today, the surface is not plane, rather it is curved. That is why it is called a curved mirror. Now, there are two types of curved mirror. There are two types of curved mirror, convex and concave. There are two types of curved mirror, that is the convex and concave. Now, what is concave mirror? See, if the reflecting surface is curved inward, if the reflecting surface is curved inward, as you can see here, if the reflecting surface is inward, then we say that it is a concave mirror. And if the reflecting surface is curved outward, okay, bulging outward, if the reflecting surface is bulging outward, then it is called convex mirror. Now we are going to study some terms related to spherical mirror. Pole. What is pole? Pole is the geometrical center of the mirror. The geometrical center of the mirror is called the pole. Secondly, center of curvature. It is the center of the hollow sphere of which the mirror is cut. Means we make a spherical mirror from a hollow sphere of glass. So center of curvature is actually the center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part. Okay, and radius of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is called the radius of curvature. Principal axis, it is the imaginary line passing through the pole and center of curvature, that is called what? The principal axis. And focus, it is the point on the principal axis through which the parallel rays of light diverge or towards or away or converge away when the rays are parallel to the principal axis. So focus is a point on the principal axis where the parallel rays of light either converge or appear to diverge. Converge in case of convex mirror, appear to diverge in case of concave mirror is called the principal focus. Now, so you can see here there are two diagrams. In the first diagram, the rays are converging at a point, so it is a real focus. This type of thing happens in case of the concave mirror, and here the rays are diverging, and this type of thing happens in case of convex mirror. So we have two types of mirror, concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, focal length. Focal length is what? It is the distance between the focus and the pole. So the distance between the focus and the pole is called focal length. Okay, now we are going to study about some rules for drawing the ray diagram. Rule number 1, if a ray is parallel to principal axis, then after refraction it will either pass through focus if it is a concave mirror or appear to diverge through the focus if it is a convex mirror. So this is a rule you can study from here. For both the mirrors, the rules are given simultaneously. Second thing, if the incident ray is passing through principal focus, then after reflection, it will go parallel to the principal axis. This is the second rule. And third rule is that if any ray is passing through center of curvature, then it will go away undeviated. It is go back into the same direction. This is the third rule. And we have one more rule which is not so much required, but still as a rule we can study it, that if a ray of light incident on the pole is reflected at the same angle, means this angle will be equal to this angle. These two angles will be same. This is the next third one. Okay. Now, this in case of the plane mirror that we have in our home, so that always forms what? Virtual image. But in case of spherical mirror, we can have both real image and virtual image. What is real image? The image that can be obtained on a screen is called real image. And the image that cannot be obtained on a screen, as for example, the image you see in the plane mirror at your home, that you cannot cast on the screen. So that is called what? That is called virtual image. Okay? So this is the difference between real image, and there are some other difference you can study from here. Real image is inverted, virtual image is erect, and some other differences are given here. Based on what we have studied here, the rules for ray diagram, there are some diagrams made here. You can see some diagrams are made that if the object is at infinity, then what will happen? If the object is at infinity, then the image will be formed at focus. And what is the nature of image? The nature of image is real, inverted, and diminished. The nature of image is real, inverted, and diminished. So this is the nature of image. Okay, object beyond C. If the object is formed beyond C, then what will be the image? You can see the ray diagram. So practice the ray diagram from here. And if you have any doubts, we will discuss in the next live class. Okay students, up to here today, and whatever queries here you can ask me in the next live class.